If you're looking for the best Sony FE lenses, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. If you want to get a good quality Sony FE lenses according to your needs, then watch the video till the end and then decide to buy. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Sony 24-70 f/2.8 GM. The 24-70 f/2.8 GM is a lens that made Sony's full-frame mirrorless cameras truly competitive with Canon and Nikon. For Sony FE, first came the mediocre Sony 28-70 f/3.5/5.6, then the decent Sony 24-70 f/4, but neither was up to professional standards at this crucial focal length. If you're looking for the top FE zoom in terms of optical quality, the 24-70 f/2.8 GM is it. But this lens does have its shortcomings. The first is priced $2,000, makes it considerably more costly than either the Canon 24-70 f/2.8 or Nikon 24-70 f. It's also heavier than either of those two lenses at a whopping 31.3 ounces. On a compact camera like the Sony A7 or Roman 4, it definitely can feel like a bulky piece of glass. But the 24-70 f/2.8 GM more than makes up for it with image quality, which is the reason it is the premier FE mount lens. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Sony 16-35 f/. We'll start by saying that we were an early adopter of the Sony 16-35 f/4. Based on extensive research, we felt it was the best 16-35 f/4 on the market, including those from heavy hitters like Canon and Nikon. And given that this was the first wide-angle zoom for Sony FE, a number of professionals readily adopted this lens during the wait for the inevitable GM version. And optical performance from the f/4 version is great overall. The lens is sharp, has reasonable levels of distortion, creates excellent sunstars, and boasts a weather-sealed build for protection from the elements. For outdoor photographers using the Sony Alpha system, it's a must-have lens. The number 3 position is held by Sony 85 f/1.8. Portrait photographers have a number of intriguing options at the 85 focal length, but our favorite of the bunch is the Sony 85 f/1.8. For around $550, you get excellent sharpness, fast and accurate autofocus, premium build quality, and a reasonable weight of 13.1 ounces. All things considered, it's one of the best values on this list and an extremely fun lens to have in your bag. Next at number 4, we have Sony 55 f/1 for our top normal lens for Sony full frame. It was a close call between the 55 f/1.8 and the 50 f/1. Professionals and enthusiasts love the faster f/1.4 maximum aperture of the latter, but the 55 f/1.8 offers great sharpness and is cheaper. Both lenses are far superior to the disappointing 50 f/1.8, which hits an attractive price point but is just not up to the standards of Sony's full-frame cameras. From an image quality standpoint, the 55 f/1.8 is surprisingly impressive. You get a whole lot of sharpness and bulk for an f/1.8, and autofocus is excellent. More, the 55 f/1.8 is considerably lighter than the 50 f/1.4, 9.9 ounces vs. 27, and with the high ISO capabilities of Sony cameras, there really isn't much reason to spend the additional $500 to gain less than a stop in aperture. The truth is that you can't go wrong with either. But we prefer the smaller size and lower price to the f/1.8. The number 5 position is held by Sony 24-105 f/. Before the 24-105 f/4, the Sony lineup felt like it was missing that reasonably priced Swiss Army knife of lenses. The old 24-70 f/4 below left most shooters feeling underwhelmed, and particularly given the ultra-high resolutions of Sony's latest mirrorless camera models. And realistically, the large focal length range of the 24-240 means that it's lacking in pro-level optics. But with their 24-105 f/4, Sony has a winner. At just under $1,100, this lens offers versatility and impressive corner-to-corner sharpness for everything from wide-angle photos to portraits. The number 6 position is dominated by Sony 70-200 f/2. There may be some G Master fatigue by the end of this article, but this premium lens series is just that good. We previously had the 70-200 f/4 rank higher due to availability issues with the f/2.8 GM, but that has been resolved and it's now readily in stock online and in stores. Despite the hefty weight and price tag, the 7200 f/2.8 does not disappoint. The lens is super sharp, focuses quickly and accurately, and produces creamy bulk. If image quality is your top priority in a telephoto lens, it's a clear choice. Go with the GM. Additionally, both of these lenses offer image stabilization, which proves to be incredibly useful when utilizing the higher ends of these focal lengths. But we have a very hard time passing on a G Master lens when available. Not to mention the f/4 is good but not great from an optical perspective. For even more reach, see the 100, 400 and below. And yes, it's a GM. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Zeiss Batis A-Team f/2. A full-frame mirrorless camera like the Sony A7R Roman 4 is a super attractive option for serious landscape photographers with a low weight and high-resolution sensor. And although the 1635mm f/2.8 below may be the most versatile wide-angle option for FE, the Zeiss Batis A-Team f/2.8 is the premier prime. At this focal length, it's a dream pairing for the A7R Roman 4. Just how good is the Batis A-Team f/2.8? It's extremely sharp all the way to the corners, has little distortion, incredible color rendition, and fast autofocus. In addition, the lens is reasonably light at 11.6 ounces and built to last. Other wide-angle prime options from Zeiss include the 21 Loxia, but that lens is manual focus and not quite as wide as we prefer for landscapes. The number 8 position is held by Sigma 35mm f/1.4. If you shoot a lot of street and travel photography and are looking for a simple, high-quality piece of glass to cover most of your needs, we highly recommend picking up a 35mm prime. Unfortunately, the two available options from Sony are either a bit underwhelming. The 35mm f/1.8 were overpriced. The 35mm f/1. Enter Sigma's Art line, which launched with Sony mounts and comes to the plate in a big way with its 35mm f/1.4. This lens is super sharp and will save you a ton compared to the Sony equivalent. You'll get more hunting than with Sony's native lenses, and the Sigma can have a hard time locking in, which can be quite frustrating when shooting moving subjects. Reports on this topic are mixed, however, and the cost savings is significant enough that the value and image quality may outweigh any autofocus concerns. Next at number 9 we have Sony 1635mm f/2. Back when only the 1635mm f/4 was in existence, we were quite happy with the image quality provided by that lens, but Sony later added the G Master version, which for serious landscape photographers and other wide-angle professionals who frequently shoot at night is difficult to pass up. Simply put, this lens is stunning in terms of performance. It's extremely sharp all the way to the corners, excellent in low light for wide-angle zoom, and creates crisp, lifelike images that are hard to replicate outside of the GM family. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Sony FE 24-105mm f4. If I was traveling and only wanted to bring one lens with me, then it would most definitely be the Sony FE 24-105mm f4 G OSS lens. This lens is very sharp from 24mm all the way up to 105mm even when shooting at the maximum aperture of f/4. Roger Sakala has tested this lens over on lensrentals.com and says that it's better than Canon's own 24-105 f4 Roman 2's lens. I don't own this lens myself, but when I have the cash to spare, I'll definitely be picking one up. That's all for today. If you've already used any of these products, do let us know by commenting below. It will help others to a worthy buy. Thanks for watching.